Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Chelsey. Today I'm really excited to share with you a fun announcement as well as open the February 2020 paper pumpkin kit and maybe do some of the projects. So the fun announcement that I'd like to share with you is that I have been selected to work with Alicia from the Call Me Crafty Owl YouTube channel. And what she does is she likes to put out a sheet load of cards. And this is a template that she provides. And then she has collaborators that use that template to design cards. And so you'll be seeing that on my YouTube channel starting in March. So look for that. And then if you want, she has 15 total collaborators. And so I can link her YouTube video below in my descriptions, and then you can go and check out all the other collaborators. And so it's going to be really fun, and I'm very excited to be a part of that. Before I open my paper pumpkin kit, I'd like to let you know that I'm giving away a 1-month subscription to Paper Pumpkin. All you need to do to enter is leave a comment below, and I will be choosing the winner on February 29th, 2020. And I will let you know you won by leaving a comment on your comment. Then we can contact each other and exchange the information so that you can receive your 1-month Paper Pumpkin subscription. So let's go ahead and open that Paper Pumpkin box. Okay, so here is our Paper Pumpkin kit for February 2020, and it is called Lovely Day. So I've actually already opened this, and so I'm really excited to show you what is inside. So before we start on the project, I want to just remind you that March Paper Pumpkin kit is the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin. And so it's going to be 7 years old, and they are including a free stamp set in the kit. So you do not want to miss. So there is a link in the description box below where you can go ahead and sign up to receive March Paper Pumpkin kit. And make sure you do that before the 10th of March. And then on the other side of this flyer, it tells you that this kit, the February 2020 kit, does coordinate with the Celebration Happy Birthday to You stamp set. So if you, and I am going to be using that in my alternative projects. So if you don't have this, this is a free stamp set that you can receive with a $50 order. And there is a link in my description box below so that you can go ahead and shop online and receive this stamp set. All right, so I am in love with this stamp set. So it's got a gorgeous flower and it's nice and big. And I love large stamps. And so that one I'm really excited to play around with, maybe with my watercolor pencils or even blend, my Stampin' Up! Blends. We've got a piece of birthday cake, which will be really fun as well. And then 3 lines. And I'm guessing those 3 lines are for the inside of the birthday cake, but we could also use them as design elements. We've got a smaller grouping of flowers and then some really nice sentiments. We've got congratulations, lovely, have a, celebrate birthday, and you're a great reason to, and then wishes. So I'm really excited to start playing with this stamp set. So in our box, we also will receive the Rococo Rose Stampin' Spot. And now for the projects. So these are the beautiful cards that we will be able to make with this Paper Pumpkin kit. And so I really love the designs of each one of these cards. So it's going to be hard for me to actually cut them up and use them in a different way for my alternatives. So I did want to make one of each card. And so let's go ahead and do that. So I've gone ahead and opened up my card kit, and I've separated the pieces into what I need for each card. And while opening it, I saw these gorgeous words, and they are printed in a rose gold finish, and they're printed on kind of like our dimensional material. And so it's going to have a foam with some adhesive on the back. And I'm super excited to use these, and I think this was such a great idea. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this card. It says, "You're a great reason to celebrate." And we're gonna start with this stamping. And it looks like we've got stamping here for the greeting, and then the grouping of small flowers in the corner. And then we've got this printed large flower, which is gorgeous. So let's remove that from the paper, and we'll move this other piece to this other card, because we'll need that when we work on that one. So move those off to the side. I did go ahead and get my larger stamp pad of Rococo Rose, so we can use that for the stamping. I've got my paper piercing mat, which just helps give a clearer image when stamping, and our stamp set. So I've got a clear block, and I'm going to add to that the small grouping of flowers and the greeting, "You're a great reason to." And when I do this, to keep them straight, I just kind of place them on my table, and then I can pick it up with my clear block. Okay, so we'll grab the card base and fold it. I think this is super cute that it has this little like latching card base. Just stick that in there, so cute. And then we're gonna just place, to kind of get an idea where we want all of our things. So we've got our flower that kind of is in the center. Then we have our greeting and enough room for the word "celebrate." So we're going to stamp our flowers kind of right here at an angle. So I'm going to ink that up. Oh, I did get some on this side here, so I'm just going to grab, something I've got close by to kind of wipe that up. Kind of position this, and then move those things and stamp. Great. Okay, then we're also going to stamp the greeting. I had it upside down, and then just center that in one of the labels. And then grab the word "celebrate." So let's go ahead and adhere these things. I'm just going to open up my instructions and see how they have them adhered. So it looks like for this card, it says, "Adhere die cut flower and stamped labels to card using adhesive dots." So you want to avoid placing the adhesive to the far left of the die cut flower and label. And the reason for that is so that you can open your card. So it says that we're using adhesive dots. I would have thought it had some dimensionals on it. So here are the adhesive dots. I'm actually just going to use some liquid glue. For me, it just kind of is a better adhesive that, I don't know, just faster. So I'm going to add some liquid glue there, place my flower down. So I kind of want those flowers to come off the side a little bit. And then this goes down right about here. Oh, don't forget to not add some to that side. Just going to wipe some off. And then place that down. And I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit so we have enough room for our "celebrate." So then go ahead and get "celebrate" from these die cuts that are on that foam and add that down here to the bottom. Perfect. Okay, so the last thing would be to add some sequins to our card. And I'm going to use the glue dots and my pickup tool. So I love this pickup tool. You can purchase it online. through Stampin' Up, and it has this kind of sticky, tacky thing at the end, and you just use that to pick them up, and then you can place them wherever you'd like. I'll put a couple here. Okay, and so you're just going to remove the paper cover off those glue dots, and then add the sequins to the glue dots. Oh, it's just the clouds. The sun went behind the clouds, so it just got dark in here. So, okay. So I'm just going to pick those up and add them to the glue dot. And looks like this packet comes with 2 different sizes. So there's a large, oh, actually I think there's 3 sizes. So there's a large, a medium, and a tiny, tiny. So I've used 2 larges and one of the medium sizes, and that card is done. And let's just make sure that we can still open it. So cute. I love that fold. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this second card, and that is this blue one that says birthday wishes. So we do have a couple things we should stamp first, and that is the 3 little bars for the birthday cake. So let's grab that image from our stamp set, and then we also will be stamping birthday. Okay, so get that Rococo Rose ink, ink up your image, and then line it up and stamp. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp birthday on the label. I love that they give us 3 different labels for this in this kit. That's really fun. Oh, that kind of came out crooked. That's okay. We'll just keep going. They do have lots of labels, so you could probably restamp that if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this so that it doesn't get on my project. So let's remove this square. And I did read in the instructions that what you're going to do is you're going to place this cake behind this circle, and you want to use dimensionals. So the way they suggest doing that is to place a dimensional in each corner of the square. And then placing the circle over the cake where you want it. So I'm going to actually place it so the piece of cake is near the top, so that candle is close to the top of that circle, like that. And then they suggest okay. So then they suggest that we add it with dimensionals. So I'm going to go ahead and add another couple dimensionals here in the corners. And then right here, I'm going to just add some glue to this one because we don't want to add another layer of dimensionals here, or it will be too thick. Okay, so fold our card base and add this to the front. So there's going to be a little bit of a border. Very cute. Okay, so then happy birthday gets added here. And I'm just going to put some glue along that bottom edge. And on the left, and then place that. I think I'm going to kind of do it at an angle since my words are at an angle. And then I'm going to add the word wishes. And that just goes below birthday with this loop from the H going into that label slightly. So there's our card. Let's go ahead and add some sequins. We can add some in here in our circle. Maybe, whoop, one right there. Place another glue dot over that one. And then let's see, where would be a good, should we put one up here? Okay, so then remove the paper back. And then go ahead and add those sequins. Looks like I picked up 2 that time. There we go. So that was a really fun and fast card. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on the last card, which is this beautiful purple card that has some flower stamped on the front. So we're going to grab this piece from the card kit, and we're going to be stamping our flowers over this kind of splattered look that's been printed. So go ahead and grab that large flower image. And place it on your block. And then you're going to need your ink. So then this just gets lined up kind of over those that color. So the green goes with the leaves. And it's not going to be perfect. Okay. So you can see that it's over a little bit and that we just have just touches of color in that image. Then we're also using that grouping of small flowers again. And that's going to come out right here at the top of the flower, kind of at an angle. And then we're going to stamp our greeting. And this is going to be on the label. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting. And so you want the tag to be on the top to go to the left and the bottom one on the right. And we're stamping have a, and that's going here in the top. And then birthday is on the bottom. And then we're going to put lovely in the center with those die cut words. Okay, so our stamping's done for this card. So let's go ahead and assemble it. So we've got this purple base. Then we're going to add the front with some dimensionals. So just place one in each corner and maybe 1 or 2 in the middle just for support. And then center that on your card base. Then you're going to add have a birthday. And that's going to go over your flower. And I kind of want my flower to show a little bit more, but we'll just do what they say, and then maybe for the alternative, I can move things around. Bring it down a little bit. There. Okay. And then grab the word lovely, and you're going to add that to the center between have a and birthday. Okay, so if you notice, it's not going to quite fit. So I'm just going to have to move mine over a little bit. So I didn't realize that you needed to be able to have those be in the right places. So have a should be right here between the L's, and then birthday needs to be to the left of the Y. So this should probably have been placed first before we did the stamping. So because I didn't do that, I'm just going to move it over to the right and have it just be right here on the side. So it says, have a lovely birthday. And I think that is just fine. Or I could actually, let's see if this is stuck. Gentle. Okay, we're going to turn that over. Let's see if this is down really. That's the one problem with using glue, the liquid glue, is that it sticks and does not want to come off. Okay, so I could probably also snip this. Okay, now I did kind of tear up my image a little bit, but I can place this where it's going to look the way I want it to. So I can put lovely, well, okay, so I can put birthday under the lovely and then put have between my L's. Okay, don't know if I love that. So let's go ahead and go back to the first idea. So let's stick this back down. And because I have that cut, I'm going to need to cover that up. So maybe I'm going to grab a little piece of Rococo Rose cardstock. Okay, so I've got a 1/4 of an inch by 3 inches strip of Rococo Rose cardstock. And I'm just going to place that between those two words to kind of cover up my little design problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and add lovely. Actually, let's move that over right there. So let's go ahead and add lovely, moving it a little bit more. Well, we'll just leave it. Lovely day over that strip. There. Okay, so nobody is the wiser. I have a little bit of adhesive there. So this is a really great tool. It's just like an adhesive remover. And you can use it to pull off any adhesive. Okay, so had to make some adjustments to this card because I didn't quite realize that the wording needed to be placed in exactly the right areas to get this lovely day look. Do you see that in the card? All right, so the last thing we can do is add some glue dots with our sequins, and those can be placed anywhere on the card. Oh. I've just placed 3. You can do more. You have lots of sequins in the kit. Ouch, stabbed myself. And then go ahead and put those down. Okay. All right, so we've gone ahead and made the cards that come in the 2020 February Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I really love these cards, and I'm glad that I have enough supplies that I can still make some alternative projects, as well as one of the pre-designed kit cards in the kit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. Visit creativechelsey.com for more information about Paper Pumpkin and to start getting your monthly kit. Have a creative day. Bye.